Okay. So in my past two reviews, I think the main thing has been, although everyone's happy with how the car's turning out, I think I need to have a closer look at my storyboard to just reflect that a bit more, because I was hoping to get the car done, but I think everyone's saying that once I get storyboard and I know how I'm going to market the car and know what my sort of overall message is going to be, then it'll make absolutely everything easier. So that's the plan for today. I'm going to take a look at just some general car advertisements, see how they market it, whether it's more technical or lifestyle or just showing off, showcasing kind of style. I don't really want to go into the technical, although my original storyboard was closer to sort of technical and showing the engine and all the sort of that sort of way about it. I think I would much rather just have it look nice, um, and market it that way, because I'm trying to, it's the visual I'm trying to get down, more than the whole marketing slant on it. Because I'm not doing a marketing degree, I'm doing an animation degree, so I want to probably focus more on the visuals. But yeah, that's the plan for today. This week. Um, Today is Saturday. I've had a very unproductive week. Can't say I've done much on my dissertation either. Just once I was sitting down on my computer and not doing modelling, everything just sort of came to a standstill. Just because I don't know, creativity kind of went out the window. But hopefully if I just get something down. I've tried to make this vlog 2 or 3 times this week, but I've just sat down for hours at a time and nothing is clicking. So, with all the will in the world, something will come together today, and yeah, if it does, you'll see it. If it doesn't, then this may be a vlog this week and a productivity lacking week. A week completely null and void of all productivity, which I don't want, but I shall try my best. A Sprite lifestyle. It's not really focusing on the car at all, which is a fair way to go, and that's what Mazda is all about, this whole experience and all that. But I'm not gonna have characters. You have characters, you can't do lifestyle, and I'm just not about to do characters. It's just not something I have the skill base to do or the interest in doing. There's an MX-5 showcase. That's very pretty. Somewhat right. Not very well lit. I just do a car showcase. Top Gear. Lexus LFA. And then
from a single piece of aluminium.
So technical though, isn't it?
Even the complex Lexus
There's still
stereo has been on the Act
the sides parts of it. Oh, look at this. It's a bit. Maybe not actually.
So there we are. What a turn up from the librarian of the car world. Which brings me to the
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna get a little artboard. This sort of thing. This is what I want. Oof. Oof. Yeah, baby. Okay, so sketch one, boom, lights on this car, maybe some smoke effects, plain background. Now this top one hasn't got a plain background. You can put a pretty simple corrugated steel in the background if you want to do that sort of style, but that probably suits the Lamborghini a bit more than it suits the Mazda. So, but same sort of style. Plain showroom lights, maybe some smoke effects, painting the car with the lighting and getting headlight lights on, you know, all that nice stuff. You can really play around with that, I hope. And it should turn out mint. I've seen some cool renders have been sent over in terms of rendering out cars with cool lighting and painting the lines and all sort of stuff. So reckon it's a pretty good start, you know. Oopsie daisies. Yeah, it might have the first shot be front facing with the car facing on. Worth testing, but same style. Is Nissan Juke? It was a Nissan Juke advertisement. The original Nissan Juke advertisement was like running through the city. Nissan. This is the original. Ah, this is it. Nissan Juke. That's so interesting, that advertisement. Because obviously it's an animated car, it's not a real car. It's so wobbly. I don't know why that was in my head. Right, if I go 15 seconds, 15 seconds would give me enough to do. Sorry, may have skipped my train of thought here. Sketch one. Right. So if I do 4 15-second advertisements in different styles, maybe longer if I'm doing like a narrative one. But if I do this first one as using a cool 15 seconds, I was going to take a 2-minute thing, but in my last review, it was a case of, well, how many adverts are 2 minutes? 2-minute advertisement is pretty much unheard of at the minute. So if I'm thinking of socials, if I'm thinking of Instagram, Facebook, all that sort of stuff, getting a short YouTube, even getting a short 15-second advertisement that's really, really like, pah, in your face, like, is probably the best. It's probably the future for marketing in terms of advertisement. And if I'm going to be doing animations and video advertisement, then that's probably where I'm heading. So if I have 4 separate ones and I can do 4 separate styles, and tying them together isn't really an issue, I just got a good excuse to do different styles. So if I have this one as photorealistic, cool, sort of, wow, this looks amazing, have some sort of catchphrase of, I don't know, sketch 1, I'm just going to get rid of that. So if I have like a catchphrase for every scene, or every single sketch, sketch 1, photo real stick photorealistic, and then a catchphrase for the car. Classic looks, modern styling, Mazda MX-5. There we go. Classic looks, modern styling, Mazda MX-5. I can do the voice acting. There we go. So got a catchphrase, got a scene, sketch. So you have like a front facing. Oh, this one to be front facing. Definitely. But, oops. But front facing. But maybe front facing. The first one's front facing, and then the last one is this is the car shot, like this one. Maybe swap these 2 around. Yeah. So yeah, cool. I like that. Bang. Photorealistic, nice car, well rendered, looks class, smoke effects. Because that covers a lot of bases. That covers, lighting, rendering, modeling, visual effects. That covers a lot. And it's a nice one. So that will cover pretty much all my 3D stuff. A good showcase of my 3D stuff. And, yeah, I'm happy with that. And then we go for a more animated style for a second sketch. How do you do a car animation in Blender? There's so much more going into this than that tutorial showing. That's cool. I'd love to do that someday. Isometric. my next idea, sketch. It's not really a lifestyle advert, but X5, right. So what I'm thinking is, if you go for an isometric city, like so, start off like this, black and white. So popping up in that sort of pop-up style. Just panning over the sort of city. And then if I go isometric, and then it shows a countryside sort of landscape that's again black and white, all that sort of jazz. And then next scene, all the mountains popping up as you do, and then zoop, I hope to do this, zoop, and then the car is introduced. Okay, so yeah, starts off black and white, buildings popping up in an isometric sort of plane in a city. Pans down the city, all dull and boring. Goes to like this landscape that's got like mountains and river, but again all black and white, all popping up, all the trees, and then like let's add some color. Let's say if transition from this, add some color, and then you see the car driving through the city, and as it's driving through the city, the buildings start to light up and basically paints the landscapes with colour as it goes through them. Again, in isometric style. But because I have the car in a 3D model, I can sort of animate it going through these cities. If I do a 3D, if I do an isometric plane, in render it out with, so I can render it out using like textures that suit the style that I end up doing it in on an isometric plane, so I can get the car in its sort of isometric orientations, and then I can just animate it going through the buildings. If I do the layers, if I'm doing it in Illustrator, then I can put the buildings on layers and sort of layer the car behind it as it goes through the city, and it paints it all up with colour. That's the idea. And then the catchphrase for this one can be breathe colour into your life, because it's painting the cities with colour and the landscapes with colour. I quite like that. So like you have the car driving around on the horizon, like in all these flat 2Ds. Oops. Oh, if I start at the house and go full circle, I'm even smarter. Haha. I'm gonna start at the house. Right. Start your journey. Start your journey? No, that's a bit cliche. The driver is car? No. The driver's car. Mazda MX-5. Yeah. I like it. 15 to 20 seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Car. 2, 3. Catch. There he is. Classic looks, modern styling. Breathe color into your life. The driver's car. Okay, now I've got 3 sketches in my head covering, realistic, flat, and isometric. That realistically is what I need as a foundation. I'm thinking maybe a nice, I would love to do one of those like race car ones that I was looking at earlier. That would just be mint. So I'm thinking maybe a mix between 3D and, that is 3D, but more maybe abstracty. That'd be if I find that I get this done by Christmas and I really want to just push myself a bit, then something like that would be like a chase scene or something. Basically what I'm trying to get it around to is, if I have time, an extra one would be a realistic one, because I just really want to try that. It looks pretty hard, but I'd really like to try it if I have the time. But yeah, as a foundation, those 3, plus obviously all the skills I need to learn to do them, because I've never even looked at Illustrator. So building the isometric worlds, I'll have to have a look into that. I'm much happier I think what was stumping me, because I was, last week or so, I've been trying to get around the transitions and moving between 2 different styles, and it was just completely blocking me in terms of developing anything. Because every time I was like, oh, I'd like to do this, and then I just thought, how am I going to move it on to the next style? How am I going to move to the next scene? But yeah, who was it? Henry? I think it was on Tuesday. I was talking with Henry in my 101 tutorial, and he recommended maybe not having one large video, but one or a series, and I think that is the way to go. So yeah, it looks like there is going to be a vlog this week. That's nice.